I have got a Temu haul for you today. I have 25 items, actually gadgets, gizmos, but they are necessities in your life. You'll find you need them. And not only will you find you need them, but we have them at a great price. So if you want to make your life easier in little day-to-day tasks and whatnot, come on back and join me for my haul and see what I got. My rays of sunshine, and how are you today? I am blessed. I am well. I am happy. I am tired though. But did you have a good day? Was your weather at 80 degrees today? The sun shining and oh my goodness, wonderful, wonderful here. And as you can see, my office is getting to become my office again. My big yard sale's today, so early this morning, we moved everything in the garage, getting it ready to set up for that beginning of that yard sale. So let's hope that goes well. But it was fun to declutter my house and go through things. It was fun. And now, like I said, I get to buy more things so I can decorate in a different style. So that was fun. But today, I've got some gadgets and some gizmos and some things that you're going to find you need in your life. And why do you need them? Because they're going to make your life easier. I'm all for easy. I'm frugal, but I'm all for easy. So, get yourself something to drink, get a snack, sit down at the table, get your notepad out and your pen. Although y'all know I put the description to everything I show you in the bottom. So all you have to do is click more, and they'll pull you right up to the link to go to all my items. So, are you ready? It's Temu. It's Saturday. It's a Temu haul. So, where to begin? Now, y'all have to help me on this because you know I'm used to reading it off my little sheet, my items and my prices. Well, y'all know lately I've been writing the prices on the items. Well, just a force of habit, I'll open the item, throw the package in my little trash pile that I clean up, and I won't tell you the price. So, y'all got to call me on that. Say, Heather, you need to give us the price before you throw the package away. So, I'm going to try really, really hard today. So, first item we have is something that I desperately need. I don't know if you need it, but I have my guest bedroom where my grandchildren sleep when they come over. Well, they don't necessarily jump on the bed, you know, not jump, but they sort of flop hard. So, even though it's a good bed frame and we've got it pretty close to the wall, they hit that wall with that headboard. Well, that's not cutting it for me. So, these are a new item. They come in two different sizes. I got the long ones because I have baseboards and so I need a bigger space. $4.58. And what they are, has double stick tape, 3M tape. So this is good stuff. Double stick tape. You stick it on to your frame of your bed. This side has a nice soft cushion on it. And it's got a screw. Now I'm curious, why would it unscrew? Maybe you can do different levels. Okay, so it screws on. So if you need to make it a little longer or a little shorter, you just adjust it with the screw. Okay, I'm just going to make mine tight because I don't need more than that much room between my headboard and my wall. So, I'm going to stick this on your headboard. This nice cushion. So, not only is this going to protect your wall, but this is going to protect noise. I mean, I've been in my bedroom and heard them get in bed, and I'm like, whoa. Then I thought about it. Okay, one of them got into bed. Can't get into bed easy. Gotta flop. That's what it is, flop. Came in other colors and other sizes, but these are the large. Very heavy duty, and it's plastic, but it's not, I mean, you couldn't bend this if you wanted to. I mean, I could probably go put this in my husband's vice grip, and it ain't budging. So I'm very excited about these to keep my headboard from hitting my wall or my grandchildren or guests come over. Great, great idea, great item. Loving it. Now, the next thing. I'm telling you, these are things you need in your life. This was $1.40. Now, how many of y'all use inhalers or have family members that use inhalers? I do. I use an inhaler all the time. And for $1.40, you get 2 of these. They got clips, so they can clip on. What I want to do is clip it on the strap of my purse. But I got a tan one for my tan purse and a black one for just about any purse. And you just unsnap it, and your inhaler pops right in here. So when you have that emergency situation and you need your inhaler, because sometimes with this pollen and stuff, I've had to really dig in my purse to find my inhaler. Not fun. Not when you need it to have to, because I don't know about y'all, but I carry the kitchen sink in my purse. I was a Girl Scout. I'm prepared. But they're nice, just little cases. And you could clip it on your keychain, but like I said, I got it to clip on the handle of my purse, but to hold your inhalers. Tell me you never thought about that. I'd never thought about it, but so practical, so useful, especially when most of us that have inhalers, they're emergency inhalers, and we need it now, not waiting for me to dig in my purse. Is that all right? This next item was $1.09. Now, I have tried all kinds of dryer balls. Dryer balls that are supposed to prevent animal hair. Dryer balls that are supposed to make your clothes anti-staticky. Dryer balls that are supposed to, you know, make them softer. I haven't found anything that worked until now. For $1.04, you get 3. They're soft, but these are wool. Wool. Wool makes the difference in the heat. Not only is this going to control your static, but believe it or not, your clothes will be softer. So just throw these little wool balls in the dryer. Your clothes will be softer. They won't have static. And if you do get pet hair, these will pull it off. These are great. I've gotten, like I said, dryer balls from everywhere. Temu, Dollar Tree, Walmart. I've tried them all. Amazon. Couldn't find anything that works. But these wool ones work. And believe me, you are going to be so surprised at how soft they make your clothes. I mean, my husband noticed our towels. I mean, we use fabric softener and this and that. But my husband noticed the difference in our towels using the wool balls. You need it in your life. I mean, just leave them in the dryer. They're great. So, like that. Now, this next item, 53 cents. You heard me right, 53 cents. And, as I said earlier, my pocketbook has everything but the kitchen sink in it. Because I believe in being prepared. And if you knew how many times I needed those items when I visit the grandchildren or go out or something would happen. So I've learned. Carry what you need. This little case. Very small, very compact. I'm not going to have any problems putting this in my purse. But let me open it. Now, you know me and my nails. All right. Look what you get. Emergency buttons, snaps, needles, thread, safety pin, little scissors, tweezers, and straight pins. 53 cents. You heard me right. 53 cents. Beat that anywhere. Nice little emergency sewing kit. How many of y'all been out and wished you had one? I carry one a little bit bigger than this in my glove compartment. Excuse me. It's pollen. I'm telling you. Hold on. Ugh. But this in my purse. Loving it. 53 cents. You need this in your life. Now, this was $1.23. Damn, getting better on the prices, aren't I? I'm telling you before I throw them away. This, and the first time I bought one, I was like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. But I'm going to try it because I like trying new things and gadgets. It worked. It's just a magnetic bar. And you drop this in the back of your toilet tank. And I don't know what it does to your water. Whether it softens it or what it does. But there's some kind of chemical in this magnet that works on the water in your commode. I clean it less often. I don't have any of that calcium. Doesn't build up. There's no rust in the back of my tank when you open it now. It's just a little, I mean, it's no trouble to you. Just one time drop it in. But it works. So it's a magnetic toilet bowl cleaner. And I know you're skeptical. I was skeptical too at first. But it works. It will save you so much time with cleaning and keep your commodes cleaner. So, you gotta have this in your life. Come on. Just a one-time flop in the back of the tank and you're done and you get to see results. That's what I like. Now this next little item, y'all know, it's springtime. You're into planting flowers and you have, if you're like me, you have flower pots on plant stands and everything all over your deck. This was $2.09. But it is perfect for just the small gardener. Nice wooden handles, heavy duty. You get a spade, a shovel, and a little rake. And these are, I mean, no. You ain't bending this. It's not going to happen. I like these. Now, I have the bigger ones. But I thought for the flower pots on my deck and the seeds I plant on there and everything, a little set like this. And the handle is so comfortable. Nice wooden handle. Love this. You need this. If you deal with flower pots, you need this. You know those other ones are too big. These are perfect size. Perfect size. Don't have that big shovel where you get dirt out of the pot. Then get it on the deck. Then you got to clean the deck. You need those in your life. I'm telling you, things to make your life easier. Now, this next item, $2.39. Boy, did I find out the hard way that I needed this. Y'all know last year, from July to December, I spent about 91 days in the hospital. Well, that leaves my husband and my daughters or whatever to take care of the house and take care of bills and whatever that had come up. Well, passwords. I never wrote a password down in my life. Never. It was all up here. Well, this little book is a password keeper. Now, let's open this up. Got a nice little elastic to keep it shut. And you can get this in any color. I just thought blue was... I guess I was in a springy mood for blue. Alright, now, you've got, just like a phone directory, all your alphabet, A to Z. But look, it has the account. So, T-Mobile. You write your account name and your password. And I like this one because, like I said, it's like the old-timey phone books. Everything is in alphabetical order. And I will tell you, there were some points last fall I didn't know if I was going to make it to see this year. And things like this would make it so much easier on my family. It's got a little elastic thing here so you can stick a pen in it. And like I said, just call it shut. Now, I don't need it for them. I need it for me. Because I'm finding my memory's not quite what it used to be. I'm having to change passwords a lot because I can't remember what the password was. So, this little password keeper. You need this. You need this. You need this if you're going to let someone else help you with your affairs. You need this if you're like me and your memory's starting to fade a little bit. So, a little password keeper. You need this. Now, these are a repeat buy. I have bought in the last 2 years probably about 6 pair for my husband. Well, I have glasses I use for distance, so if I'm watching TV or definitely if I'm driving. But I'm starting to find out that the reading and the fine print is not as clear as it used to be. So, these are 1 power readers. Now, these, and I don't know how they work, but my husband swears by them. They go from a plus 0.5 all the way up to a plus 2.5. And somehow, they were $2.17. See, you almost let me forget again. Well, I didn't know there were 2 pair in here. That makes it even a better deal. $2.17 for 2 pair. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. 2 pair. Now, they had different styles. I just picked up this style. But the frames are good frames. I mean, he doesn't break his. I didn't have to buy him 6 pair because he lays them down like this in the garage or when he's working on his boats, and the lenses got all scratched. So, and these look cute, don't they? They look. Do I look like an old lady yet? Although I am an old lady. I mean, they look cute. They look cute. All right, let's see. Let's see if my eyes are focusing. Whoa. He's right. How they automatically focus to what you need from a 0.5 to a 2.5, I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy these. And like I said, $2.17 you get 2 pair, which is good because I'll leave this pair in my office for when I'm doing stuff at my desk and computer work and this and that, and then take the other pair in the bedroom for when I read at night. Works out perfect. Loving this. You need this in your life. Just to stick on the book you're reading. Stick in your library. Stick in your office. You need these. Automatic. No more going to the Dollar Tree or the drugstore and putting on glasses and trying to read and see what power do I need. They automatically do it for you. Now this next one was $2.31. And I got this for my grandchildren. I got a couple of them. Now, I wish they would have had this when my children were younger. $2.31. And I'm going to show you. And you're saying, okay, a super Sharpie. You paid $2.31 for a super Sharpie? That's what you think. Does it write? No, it doesn't write. I didn't think it wrote. Okay. Picture a child having this in their book bag. Nobody's going to steal a Sharpie out of their book bag. But watch this. Take the top off. Unscrew this. We'll drop it on the floor. And look. You've got a hidden chamber. If they're doing something after school or need money, just take their money, roll it up, stick it in here, screw it up, put the cap on, and the world thinks you have a Sharpie. The world doesn't know this is your new wallet. You're giving money to the kids. So nobody can take it or nobody can mess with it. Like I said, I wish they would have had this when my kids were growing up. You need this. You need this. Not that I'm saying people are going to steal, but people are going to steal. You know it, well as I do. How many of your kids and grandkids have had things taken? It's just, unfortunately, today's society. So, you had their money, lunch money, after school money. Say they're going to spend the night with a friend after school. It's Friday night. Spending money. You need this. I'm telling you, you need this. Now, this next one, as soon as I found the price, $2.93. I knew it was on there. This is a sun visor cell phone holder. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, you've got your, hold on, I gotta unscrew it to adjust it. Okay. You've got your clip here. Swivel clip. Just clip it onto your visor. Now this is padded inside, so it's not going to scratch your visor. It's not going to mess up your leather. And then you can slide it. It's fully adjustable. Whoops, fully adjustable. Slide it sideways, or like I would probably do, is hang it long ways. All right. Now I'm assuming you push here. You can extend this. You push here. You can extend this. And then you've got this wonderful piece. I'm trying to remember how to put these on. See, I didn't know I was going to have to put things together. That's what hubby's for. Alright. This goes over here. Then this goes in your socket. Still might need hubby. Hold on. Okay, we heard that click. And then you tighten it down. Just screw it on to tighten it down. Okay, now this is completely padded here, top and bottom and here. So you've got that stuck on your visor, and you can tilt it in any direction. You have your phone on here, so you got your phone right there at your visor, right in eye shot. Now, I don't recommend this when you're driving. No, no, no. But if you're a passenger, this is cool. Believe me, I have the stand like this that goes in the cup holder. But if you're driving and you're watching your phone or doing something on your phone, after a while, your neck starts bothering you just at that angle. So I just thought this would be so cool, so relaxing. And let me tell you, for people in the back seat, this is going to be awesome. Because you can also use this to clip around the back headrest or the handle on the back window. So you got a little one that's in the car seat and you want to put on Rachel for them, and you don't want them to mess with the phone and punch buttons, and perfect. So like I said, you need this. I'll try to, yeah, you need this. Love this. All right. Summertime, wintertime, anytime, but especially summertime. $2.95. When you find yourself out camping or taking a hike or just about doing anything when you got somebody who's accident prone. My husband gets more cuts, scratches, and I don't know what he does to them. $2.95. That's a little first aid kit. Nice nylon bag. Nice zipper. Alright. Full of stuff. Let's see what we get in it. Now remember, $2.95. But when you're in an emergency situation and you need something, because I carry a couple Band-Aids in my purse, but this in my car, I'm liking it. Or like if we go to an amusement park or go to a park, put this in your bag. Waterproof line. That's impressive. Alright, what do we get? We get a mask. We get 5 Band-Aids. We get 2x2 gauze pads. We get 2 alcohol pads. Oh, this is neat. A triangle bandage. Now, for those of you that don't know, a triangle bandage is like if you hurt your wrist, you hurt your arm, you hurt your shoulder, your collarbone, or something like that. Let's say you're out hiking and you fall. Well, something over here in this arm is not feeling right. You just use a triangle bandage just like a sling. Works the same way as slings that they give you at the hospital. So, that's really cool. I could have used that a few years ago when my grandson broke his collarbone. Alright, then we've got a roll of medical tape. Got a roll of bandages. I mean, this is a lot for the money in here. Alright, got some little scissors. Yeah, that's a lot for the money. little tweezers. Now they're plastic, but say you're out at the park, you get a bee sting. These are going to work perfect for pulling that stinger out. Perfect. I like these. All right, what is this? Okay, this is just a big square bandage. And safety pins. Now you say safety pins. Well, the safety pins you use with the triangle bandage to hook it up and customize it to your size. So, for that price, to have that, everybody needs a first aid kit in the car. And everybody needs a first aid kit in their bag when they go to the park or go out. Yes, go to the river, go to the creek, go to the park. You need that in your bag. Necessity. Alright, this next item isn't a necessity, or is it just a neat gadget? I think it's a necessity. Because y'all know I go to physical therapy twice a week and buku doctor's appointments. Well, I have a rollator walker. Oh, this was $6.24. I have a rollator walker. And if you knew how many of those I see when I go to the doctor's office and the hospital, and I'm like, okay, and a lot of times, you put physical therapy, you got your walker, and I'm like, okay. Now, all those walkers look the same. Mine's blue. It'd be surprised me blue ones are out there like mine, rollators. So I said, well, wait a minute. I can't be like everybody else. No, I can't be like everybody else. So I got this little kit. And it comes in all different flowers, patterns, butterflies, trees, whatever. It's all different kinds. But I got this for spring. Elastic cover. This covers the seat on your rollator. So, when I go Tuesday to physical therapy, I will have a customized rollator seat. So this goes on your seat. Good washable material. Good washable material. And that elastic, oh my gosh, very strong. So you get the seat cover. And you also, if you're familiar with the rollator, it's got the padded bar. You get a cover for the padded bar. And you just Velcro here to Velcro it up. So, my rollator is going to be customized come Tuesday. So when I see all those other rollators in the hospital and at therapy and doctor's offices, mine's going to be customized. Like I said, it's sad that we have to use a rollator, but if we can at least spice it up a little bit, bring a little joy. I mean, for $6.24, if that's all it costs, to bring me a little joy and let me stand out and just, I did. But if you have a rollator, you need this. Beautiful patterns to choose from. Gorgeous patterns to choose from. You need this. Everybody deserves to feel special. Doll things up a little bit. Because that blue metal frame, you can only doll up it so much. You can't do anything to it. Alright, this next item. 51 cents. This was gotten out of necessity. 51 cents. My husband wears a lot of those hoodie jackets. That have the hood and the drawstring through the hood. Has a lot of those. He wears one almost every day. That's when he leaves the house at 3:30 in the morning. It's still nippy. Even though it's spring, it's still nippy. So, he washes them a lot. Well, I'm going to tell you, 7 out of 10 times when he washes those, because he won't tie knots in it, because he thinks the knots look tacky. So he just has the strings. Well, the string comes out, or at least loose and goes back in the hole. So this is a threader. Now me, I'm old school. I just took a safety pin to it and feed it through. But saw this. I said, well, this will make my life easier. It's metal. I'm assuming stainless steel. Alright, so you pull back, you pinch this, you pull back on this piece, and then that locks it in tighter. So, you got it up to front, you clip on your little, just like little tweezers, you clip on your string, and slide it back to lock it tight. And then look at the size of that. I mean, even with my hands and my fingers and my long nails, I could thread an elastic waistband, sleeves, no problems doing the cords on the hoodies. 51 cents. Come on. Everybody's sewing basket needs this. Needs this. If you knew how many times with the grands I'm digging out safety pins and feeding theirs, everybody needs that. 51 cents. So, we're liking that. Now, this next item was $2.12. And again, this comes back to me being so sick and going through what I did and worrying about my family. I said, I'm always the one. I've paid all the bills, taken care of all the business, the banking, everything. So I'm like, well, are they going to know what to do if I'm not here? Trust me, last fall they did not. They did not. But that's me. I didn't educate them because I handled everything. So this is really nice. Putting things in order to help my loved ones when I'm gone. And it says here, what you need to know about my wishes, belongings, finances, and more, with pockets for important papers. So let's see what this is. Okay, well, intro, I guess, tell you things to look for. And then, this is who, oh, this is nice. This is who I am. So you give them basic information about you and little facts. That's neat. And then you have up here, dear loved ones, I would like you to know. So you can write a personal message to them. I like this. I'm into cards and personal messages. Y'all know that. I like that. Then we have where personal papers kept and websites and online addresses and information. Important contacts, insurance policies, that's a good one. Accident, auto, health, homeowners, life insurance, yeah, that's a good one. So you ask anybody in my family, I don't even know the name of the insurance company we use. That's me, not educating. Family history, will, medical directive, and other documents. I mean, this thing is thorough. It's going to take me a while to fill this out. And then notes about my personal property. So this is your item description, location, and instructions. Like, I have a grandfather clock in my living room. Well, I already know my second oldest daughter wants it, so it's the first thing I write on here. You know, my other daughter wants my set of china. You know, there's different things. But just to keep from confusion and arguing, because come on now. How many times have you seen a family fall apart and get greedy when one passes? It's terrible. It's just terrible how people get such greed and just argue and fight, and it breaks up families. It's sad. Then we've got here overview of assets. List your bank accounts, savings accounts, stocks, and IRAs, and 401ks. Banking information, money market information. This is thorough. Yeah, this is going to take me quite a bit of time to fill this out. But just think how helpful. Investments, real estate, vehicles. When my time comes, first things you need to do at the time of my passing. I know that sounds morbid to some people, but I'm a planner. I'm a preparer. I'd rather have things written down and done so there's no confusion, there's no arguing, there's no fighting. So it even gives you, call the closest friends and family members and gives you their name and phone numbers. Make arrangements with this. That's nice. And then benefits you can expect. That's where you list your insurance policies and your 401k and your stocks and pension and all that. And then there's your burial, cremation, and memorial choices, preference for funeral care, and then on the back, important papers. So this little booklet here is going to make it so much easier on your loved ones. And you've got to think about that. Do you want your wishes followed? Do you want to have as much peace as you can have? Because, I mean, it's going to be a traumatic time. But if you can do something ahead of time to make things go smoother, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Hold that thought. Pollen is rough. All right. This next item. $2.82. You need this in your life. Especially now with all these electronics. Vacation time's coming up. Or just for storage. Nice little canvas bag. Nice zipper. Nylon zipper. Nylon zipper. Look how big that is. And look. Plugs, cables, chargers. Like I said, since I've done this decluttering of my house and going through things, I just want to find ways to keep everything organized, easier to get to, and not just for me, who knows where everything is. For anybody else who needs it. You ask my husband where the charger is for his phone. He can't tell you. Because I charge it. He can't tell you. So, just a nice little bag to put those in. Especially if you're going on vacation. Put all your electronic chargers and plugs and stuff in here. Put your earphones, whatever. That's nice. We likes that. Now, talking about going to the park and going to the beach and going on vacation. Now, I know you have those beach bags. Those dupes. Everybody's got them. Or if you're lucky enough, you have the original. I don't. Can't afford it. Well, for $3.49, this is an accessory to your bags. And comes in all different colors. I got pink. Don't know why I got pink. I guess I just thought pink would go with everything I had. You know, all my bags. I have like 4 or 5. All right. So, in here, you've got the clips. If you've got one of those bags, you know how to use the clips. There's your holders right here. Clip it onto your bag. Well, complete silicone. Silicone. But look, it holds your big 40-ounce or 20-ounce drink cups. The dupes. We all know about those, unless you have the original, which I don't. But, and it holds your phone or whatever you want to put in there. I have a separate one to go in my bag for my phone. It's a little bit bigger and deeper. But look at that. So, you can attach your cup with your water in it or whatever you put in it to your bag. And then you've got a little slit here to store something else. But you see, for the handle cut out, they work perfectly in there. They fit perfectly. So, last year I'm carrying blanket under my arm. I got my bag on my shoulder and my phone. Now, I don't have to worry about holding my drink. Just stick this on the side of my bag and it'll hold my drink. You need this. I'm telling you, you need this. Especially if you have children or a lot of things to carry when you go to the beach, go to the lake, go to the park. You need this. See, they're using glasses on that one. Cups. You need this. All for things to make my life easier. And if that takes one thing out of my hand, that makes my life easier. Now, this next item was $7.79. For those of you that know my channel, you know that on my laptop, I bought the stickers that completely cover the laptop in a beautiful pink cherry blossom print. And my keyboard, my keys are all covered in pink, so I customized my keyboard to look like nothing but flowers and cherry blossoms. Well, I use my laptop on my desk, mostly. Sometimes in bed, but mostly on my desk. And it slides. I don't like that. And I'm thinking about getting a wireless mouse for my laptop. So, I found this mouse pad, but it's a huge mouse pad. Look at this. I mean, it's going to cover my whole desk. But that is the same print I have on my laptop. Nice, thick, heavy. You got no slide. That's good. So, I will be putting my laptop on this, and like I said, I'm looking into getting a wireless mouse, but that matches my pad, and they had all different patterns. But I found out after I got this that one of my Grams wants one for their keyboard on their desk, and that's going to be perfect for your keyboard. And don't tell me your keyboard does not slide. Not going to believe it. I use a keyboard. It slides. Nice. You need this to make your life easier. And like I said, when I get the wireless mouse, I've already got the mouse pad. My laptop's not getting scratched up. It's not sliding. Great for keyboards. Get rid of that little mouse pad you got. Put the whole thing on this. It's a deal. It's the deal. Now, this next item is something I say you need in your life. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, I need in my life, especially me. We're getting older. This was 88 cents. We're getting older. We're not exactly as active as we used to be. I'm not. You may be. I'm not. So, after going to therapy and all these doctors and everything, I'm finding the importance of exercise. So, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, there's 6 cards. These cards walk you through chair yoga. Yes, y'all know I've got metal all in my back from surgery. I can't do the normal exercises. But chair yoga I can do because it's low impact. It's not going to strain you. So, you start here and it gives you all the directions and everything. It shows you the illustration. Stand up, standing warm-ups, whole core chair exercises. That's what I need. Firm that belly and that butt up. So, whole core chair exercises. All these are low impact. There's some more chair exercises. And here we go, seated warm-ups. And see, all these can be done in a chair. Low impact without putting pressure on your bones and your joints. Standing yoga flow. Never done yoga in my life. Standing, sitting, whatever. But my therapist said these were really good. And they said you'd be surprised at how much they use your inner muscles. So you will feel it and you will tone up. All right, look at this. I love this one. This one I need, especially with my bad lungs and everything. Circular breathing circles. Tells you how to breathe when you're doing different exercises. Now, I found out after going to therapy, because I do cardio and pulmonary for my lungs therapy, and it's just amazing how important it is to breathe. Now, I found myself, when I first started doing some of the exercises with them, that I was holding my breath. It's just my brain couldn't function on counting exercises and breathing. I had great therapists. They literally would stand there and say, inhale, exhale, inhale, and it's just so important, breathing. And you need to sit up straight, so you're using that diaphragm and all those muscles. But breathing strengthens your lungs. Just the deep breathing. But when you're exercising, you need that oxygen to get to your muscles and get to your brain. So don't be like me and hold your breath and not think about it, because I didn't know I was holding my breath. So we are going to try our chair yoga. I'm excited. I've only got a couple more weeks of therapy, so I'm excited. Be able to do it at home and strengthen my core and, like I said, my belly, shrink my butt. I need that. All right, this next little thing I love, and All my grands had them. Bought them all for their nurseries. And my husband now uses a fan. But this is a music light sleep machine. Costs $6.19. So y'all know it's a lot cheaper than the ones you buy for the nurseries and things. Alright. Packaged very nicely. Very nicely. What do we got in here? Okay. Oops. Alright. Type C. USB. Nice cord. Looks like a long cord. Directions. Music light sleeping aid. Instructions manual. Is it in English? How about them? It's in English. Alright. I'm impressed already. I'm impressed. It's in English. Alright, so this little machine has lights if you choose. It has music if you choose. So you've got the light here. Of course, it's not charged. You got the plus and the minus, your power button, and then you've got a timer. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. I mean, it's got good quality. Nice little speaker. So, I guess it works through Bluetooth for the music. No, it's white music. Maybe we can get rid of his fan. That would be cool. Yeah, it's white noise. Okay, cool. Nice, clean, sleek little unit. Put that on the bed table. It's not going to stand out. It's not going to look tacky. So, I like that. Yeah, let's get rid of that fan. That fan, he only uses it for white noise. If this will make white noise, plus give him a little button he can just hit a light on real quick at the bed table, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Music light sleeping aid. $6.49. Great deal. You need this if you use a fan for white noise. Or if you have trouble going to sleep and you're like me sometimes and you lay down, you're so tired, but your brain just goes, thinking of what happened during the day, what you got to do tomorrow, what's coming up, worrying about this, Get your little white noise sleep machine. I'm telling you, you need that in your life. Now, $2.86. Now, if you want to relax and have a spa shower, you need this in your life. I can smell it from here. Oh my gosh. All right. When you're taking your shower, now this is not plastic. This is real. Eucalyptus. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic because I don't want the dried leaves to fall. I don't want to hit them. This is eucalyptus. Oh my gosh. Love the smell of eucalyptus. You take this eucalyptus. You've got your little hook here. And you, whoopsie, I lost a piece. I told you I didn't want to lose a piece. Oh look, it's got sprays of lavender in there. So it's eucalyptus and lavender. Alright. You put this over, hang this below your shower head. So your water and your steam will get this wet. And it just puts off a fragrance. You feel like you're at a spa. I mean, no candle in the world is going to imitate this smell. And I'm going to tell you something about eucalyptus. It hangs around. So you take your nice hot steamy shower and you're just relaxing. Or, you know, use this on your shower to fill up your bathtub when you're taking a relaxing bath. Just turn that nozzle down where it just comes down at your feet. So, you're taking a soaking, relaxing bath, and you've got the smell of eucalyptus and lavender. I know y'all think I'm strange to want to put dried flowers in my shower, but if you try it, you're going to say, oh my goodness, you're not going to believe. It just, the smell, the relaxation, it's a mental thing. It just relaxes you. I mean, I've used the different balms and this and that have put me to sleep in a bathtub. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about this. So yes, if you want to go to the spa in your own shower, you need this. You need it. I'm telling you, you need it. Now, these are $1.66. And I guess I get them because I'm a little bougie. I like things to match. So my bathroom is blue with fish. It's a blue, like, oceanfront. I don't have the nautical stuff and the sand stuff, but it is blue, and I've got some fish on the wall. And I have my Qtip holder. Well, I'm spoiled because my shower curtains got mostly blue, and my decor and my towels are mostly blue. What do you think? My Q-tips have to be blue. This is a repeat buy, and they come in a lot of different colors. They're good quality. You've got your wooden sticks, but you've got good padding on the Q-tip. In fact, let me open one and show you. I mean, these are good Q-tips. But I have a clear acrylic Q-tip holder. And when these are stacked in there, because I have the dispenser type, like the old-fashioned straw dispenser. And when these are stacked in there, it'll just set your sink off. Just gives you a little pop. Y'all know how I am about conversation pieces and pop. You need colored Q-tips in your life. But look at these. See the design? Look how thick they are and how padded. These are nice. These are really, really nice quality. You need this. You need this. Everything in the bathroom has to match. You need this. I need this. All right. This next item is a wireless charger. Now, I have the disc, or just the flat round disc that I can lay my phone on. But what I find is that because I have a phone case on mine, it doesn't really pick up good through those flat chargers you lay on. It doesn't. Now, my husband's case does. I guess he's just got a smaller, skinnier case. I don't know. But I've got my kitty cat case, you know, and it doesn't work as well on the chargers you lay on. So this is a wireless charger. Okay? $6.70. And we're going to see if it's going to work. All right, what do we got in here? All right. We've got the cable. Okay, now these are the adapters. So these adapters are what plugs into your phone. They give you 3 of them. But this plugs into your charge port of your phone. Now this one already has one in it. So you see here, it's just a magnetic. It's just a magnet. So this is going to work perfect for my phone. I don't have to plug it in anywhere. I don't have to worry about connections with my case because at my plug at the bottom, it's open because it's used to being plugged in. And I'm going to tell you, plugging that thing is a real pain. It's pain. And it's not good for them to be plugged in and out all the time because your cord gets bent, your cord gets shifted, moved. It's just not good for your phone. So I got me a cute little chair. Isn't that like a cute little chair? And it's heavy. It's plastic, but it's heavy duty. It's nice. And you just sit your phone in here. Has directions, but I'm scared because they look like they're in Chinese. Okay, no. One side's English, one side's Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. All right, it says, say goodbye to tangled wires and lost charging cables. The wireless charging convertible utilizes QI inductive charging technology that eliminates the need to fumble with charging cables each time you want to charge your device. That's what I need. Just sit it in a little chair. Now I got, it's supposed to be green because my bedroom is floral. So I got the green to blend in with the greenery and the curtains and the bedspread and whatnot in my room. So it's a unique shade of green, but I think it's going to work. So he'll have his little sleep machine on his side of the bed. I'll have my little wireless charger that I don't have to plug in, just sit the phone in. I love it. On my side of the bed. You need that. If you don't want to mess with cables and plugs anymore, I don't know what this new QI technology is, but I like it. I like it a lot. Now, this was all over the internet, all over everything for a while. This one cost me $4.64. It's an electric snorer. So, I wasn't going to pay the prices the internet had. But when I saw Temu had it, and they had it for $4.64, I said, yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to try it. So, let's see what we get. Because if I can stop my husband snoring, I will enjoy that. Alright, you got directions. English. That's Chinese. That won't help me none. Okay, directions are no good. They're all in Chinese. Unless you read Chinese. I don't. Alright, so we got. Comes with a little charge cord. So you charge it up. It's got a little on-off button here. Charge port here. Silicone, soft silicone breathing. And you just put this in your nostrils. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to put it in my nostrils when my husband doesn't know it yet, but he's going to try it. I don't want to give him something dirty. Yeah, it's silicone. I can clean it with alcohol and whatnot, but yeah. But it's got good vents. See the holes? Good vents for air. So, I mean, he's not going to have a problem getting air. Don't know how it works. I don't know if it helps pump air because I can't read the directions or what it does. But it's supposed to stop you from snoring. And like I said, it was all over the internet. All over it. So, somebody must have liked it. Somebody must have thought it worked. What does it say? Yeah, I can't. I can't. It's got little pictures, but I don't do Chinese, and the pictures are so small and fuzzy, I can't make them out. So, if you've got somebody that snores in your life, and you've seen this gadget, and you're like me, and waited until you could get it for $4.64, let's try it together. I'm excited. Let's try it together. Believe me, if I could stop my husband snoring. I mean, I snore a little bit when I'm congested. I'm not going to sit here and point fingers and tell you I don't. And anybody who tells you they don't snore, come on now, let's get real. Come on, we're friends here. We can tell the truth. Now, this next little item I got for travel. But it can be used for so much more. The more I thought about it while I was waiting for it to come, I went, oh my gosh, I can use it for crafting. I can use it for handmade stuff. I'm like, oh, so it's not just for travel. We traveled last spring. Went to a hotel, and they had an ironing board, but the iron in the room was broken. I buzzed down the front desk to see, okay, can I get a new ironing board? A new iron, you know. Well, needless to say, I got tired of asking after 3 times, so just forget it. It's just not worth the hassle. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all let me throw the bag away without giving you the price. I told you to stay on top of me. I can't do this alone. Y'all have to help me. All right, $3.54. And this is just a little mini electric iron. So let's check out this bad boy. I know what they are at retail stores. And I know what they are on Amazon. And not this $3.54. I got a green one, I think. If I remember right, I got a green one. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is not just an iron, it's a steamer. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. because you got your cup to measure your water, so that tells me it's a steamer. Really loving that. We have instructions. Sprinkled instructions. Let's see if they're in English. They're in English. So, we've got a nice long cord. Let's see what this thing says about it. We've got the spray button for the steam. Oh, this is nice. This is nice quality. This is not lightweight plastic. This is nice. We've got the water input. Okay. And the rotation. Okay, so the water input's here. I'm trying to figure out how do you rotate. Oh, okay. So there's your little reservoir for your water. Just turn that back. Oh, this is nice. This is nicer than I thought it was going to be. And for $3.54, go to the craft store. Go to a retail store. Try to get one. And like I said, I got green. You can get any color you want. Nice big surface. But let me show you what I like about this one. You got an iron. If you don't have an ironing board, where are you going to put it down? Because obviously, with this style handle, you can't sit it up like an old school one. You got to stand. And look, it elevates it. Can you see the gap in there? It has little silicone feet where it elevates it, which I like because not only does it elevate it, but that's going to make it cool faster. So if you've got to iron something to wear the day you leave and you've got to pack this in your suitcase, that's cool a lot quicker being elevated on the stand. I like this. I can't get over the weight. I mean, I thought it would be just something lightweight and plastic, you know. Now, this is nice. Push button's got a lot of pressure. Nice big sir. I like this. Ooh. I'm trying to think. This may be one of my favorite things in this haul. Well, I know it's one of them, but it may be my favorite. I like this. This is quality. This is nice. This is nice. So, there you have it. 25 gadgets and gizmo that you need in your life to make things easier. What'd you think? What do you think? Are you going to use any of them? Do you think any of these items would help your life be easier? I mean, this white noise, if I can get rid of my husband's fan, oh man, that's going to be really nice. Little first aid kit in my car now. My grandchildren aren't going to beat my wall when they flop on the bed. Little reading glasses that are going to automatically tell my eyes what they need. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. My mouse pad, my cup holder, I'm liking it. So, I thought these gadgets were neat. And, like I said, you need them in your life. That was fun, wasn't it? I like doing gadgets and unique things. That's just me. I'm unique. I'm unique. I'm special. God made me special. God made you special. We're all unique. All of us. He made us different for a reason. We don't want no little copycat stuff going on. We all need to be unique. We're not robots. We're people. We're souls and spirits. And God wants us to be individuals. So, that was fun. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like that kind of stuff. If you found anything interesting. Now, I know we're growing the channel, and I'm very happy. So thank you all to subscribed. And remember to like. Just that little like helps the channel grow. Comments, shares, they all help the channel grow. So I can continue to bring you fun things and activities and have a blast like we do. So, you know what time it is. It's that time of the video where God's going to speak to us. Now, what is God going to tell us today? Lamentations. Oh, this is going to be deep. Deep. Lamentations is deep. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. What I just say, individually, He loved us so much, He made us unique. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. Whoops, come on, light. What are you focusing on? Now, are we faithful to Him? We know by His word He's faithful to us. But are we faithful to Him? Something we need to think about. Something we need to strive for. Because being faithful to God, He gives us joy. And I have joy. I have inner peace. It took me a long time to get here. Been through a lot getting here. But I released everything to Him. I surrendered. And I became faithful. I mean, truly faithful. Not like I was when I was younger, even though I went to church, taught Sunday school, did this, did that. No. You got to read His word for yourself. Yes, there's tons of preachers, ministers, pastors out here that preach His word. But you know what I'm finding? That a lot of these preachers are doing their own interpretation of God's word. Since I've been reading it and studying it and praying on it, I don't get the same revelations. I don't get the same things. I get peace and joy. I don't get hail and brimstone. So, think about it. Think about it. Do you want the Bible in man's translation? Or do you want the Bible in the Spirit's translation? Read your scriptures more. Read them more. You'll get revelations. You'll read and get peace, inner peace, and joy. So, enough of that. I'm not going to get on my soapbox, but y'all know how excited I get when I talk about God. So, God willing, I will see you at the next video. And remember, until then, Genesis 31:49. The Lord watch between me and thee when we are absent from one another.